and welcome back to the University of Aesthetics YouTube channel. My name is Evan, and today I'm going to be talking about some different barriers to physical activity and the best ways to overcome those barriers. So for a lot of people, beginning an exercise and fitness regimen can be kind of scary. It's out of your comfort zone. It might be, just scary to commit to something that you're not quite sure of. And, with physical activity, you always hear excuses from people. Everyone has an excuse as to why they're not working out or why they're not adopting this healthy lifestyle. And today I want to address some of the main, most popular excuses, and then the best ways to kind of overcome those barriers and really master your health. So the first one that I'm going to touch on is probably the biggest one and the most popular that you hear of a lot of the time. And that is lack of time. So you probably hear this a lot from people. You'll ask them maybe to go work out with you if you're already into it and whatnot, and somebody will say, you know what, I just don't have time for it. I have too much going on right now. I just don't have time to work out. And my first way to address this barrier is, everybody has the same 24 hours in a day, and the way that you spend that is up to you. You choose how you spend that time. If you're getting caught up in all these other things, you're not making the fitness a priority. So I think that the first thing is you need to make time for physical activity, and it doesn't take a lot of time out of your day to achieve some type of fitness, some results from working out. So, I know we touched on some different studies where people would do a 30-second Wingate bike test, where you're doing a bike sprint basically. And the participants that did this study, they actually achieved results and positive results from only working out. I think it was a total of maybe 6 minutes per week. So, and obviously if you're, wanting to make some drastic changes, that's not going to be, you'll want to do more than that. But, it just goes to show that you can receive some benefit from a very small amount of time put into physical activity. So, my recommendations, especially if you're first starting out, getting into working out, is, maybe set aside just, let's say you were completely sedentary, setting aside just 10 minutes 3 times a week to start, and you can progressively increase that. But if you're more of just your average person, run-of-the-mill person that wants to get a little bit healthier, setting aside 30 minutes every day, whether it be first thing in the morning, just 30 minutes, and it doesn't have to be a crazy workout, a crazy hard workout, and it depends on your goals, but you can achieve benefits from that amount of physical activity. So I guess to kind of just wrap this up in short, this topic, lack of time, you just have to plan your day and be prepared to put exercise in your schedule as a priority. If you make it a priority, like everything else, I'm trying to think of an example here, you feel like you have to, brush your teeth every day, obviously you want to brush your teeth, but you're setting aside that time to do that. And that's probably a terrible example, but, just scheduling off a period of time in your day for you to exercise and making it that priority. A lot of people will, spend their time and money maybe going out every weekend, and there's nothing wrong with that, but if you want to be healthier, you have to set aside time for that as well. So, just planning your day out correctly and being organized to put time aside for working out. And, you can get a lot done in 30 minutes. You can do an entire HIIT interval 3 times in 30 minutes. And that's something that I want to make. I want to show one of my HIIT circuits that I have that I used to do that's 30 minutes long. I will definitely film that coming up. So, first barrier, lack of time. You just got to make time for it. You have to set aside and plan your day out to leave some time for physical activity. And it doesn't take a lot of activity to see results. So the second one that I want to touch on is going to be lack of motivation. So for a lot of people, they are just plain not motivated to do any type of activity. And I think that what it takes is a drastic, for a lot of people it takes something bad to happen for them to realize that they need to make a change. And obviously you never want to get to that point. So if you're watching this and you're contemplating starting to work out, I highly encourage you to just go for it. I know in one of my other videos I mentioned having a workout partner. That can be a great motivator for somebody. Having somebody else hold you accountable for your goals is very important. So I think for the lack of motivation, joining some type of workout class or hiring a personal trainer perhaps, or getting a workout partner, those are all a few different great ways to add some motivation to your training and just adding motivation to your life and pushing you to exercise and get out there and do it. So you have that other person there. Your personal trainer is holding you accountable to show up. The class, maybe if you're doing an aerobics class, you might make a bond in there with the people in the class, and they're going to be wondering where you're at. They're holding you accountable. That workout partner is going to be holding you accountable to be there and show up. So in short, lack of motivation, tell people about your goals and get a workout partner, work out with a group, have people to just hold you accountable. That can be a great motivator, whether you might not feel like, yeah, I'm ready to go, but it will motivate you to show up. And once you're there, then you can turn it on and really push it. So far, lack of time, lack of motivation. The last one that I'm going to touch on is going to be lack of confidence. So for a lot of people, especially beginners, they have a lack of confidence coming into the gym. So, for them, they're going to show up to the gym, not really know exactly what they're doing, especially if they're a beginner. And, they're going to be insecure about, wondering what people are thinking about them and if they're doing the right thing. And that can be, very deterring if you're starting out a plan, especially at the beginning of a workout program or a workout regimen if you're not used to it. But my simple advice for this is no one is really watching you. No one really is caring about what other people are doing. And if they are, then they have problems because they're not focusing on themselves and bettering themselves. They're focused on somebody else. So, don't worry about what other people think when you're working out. Just go in and do your thing. And if you're really not sure of form and those things, then I would also suggest maybe hiring a personal trainer or asking somebody in the gym that maybe looks like they know what they're doing, asking them the question, and I'm sure they would be more than happy to help out. And the more that you go in and work out and do it, the more your confidence will grow. So, obviously everybody, when you start something new that you're not comfortable with, you're not going to be very confident about yourself with that endeavor. But if you can, keep showing up and forcing yourself out of your comfort zone, eventually you will master it and get enough experience that you'll become more confident. So my advice for lack of confidence, maybe hire a personal trainer or ask somebody and just continue to research and gain knowledge on exercise. And the more education you have on it, the more confident you will feel going into the gym. And one thing, everybody always worries about what other people think when you're working out. I mean, just go in there and do your thing and don't worry about what anybody else thinks, because majority of the time they're not paying attention to you, and they're just there to do their own thing as well. So these are my 3 barriers to exercise and my kind of best tips on how to manage those and conquer them. So that's going to wrap up this video. I just wanted to keep it short, address some of these barriers, especially as we near the new year. For me, this is going to be, I'm going to be going on a trip to Samoa from December 28th till January 10th. So for those days I will be gone and I will not be able to upload any videos. However, I will have my camera with me to make sure that I'm filming while I'm there and getting some good footage. So be on the lookout for that when I come back on January 10th to put that content out there. I really want to get my brother in here to do a tips video on growing your chest, because my brother has a very well developed chest, and I'd love to, that's probably my weakest area, so I really want to bring him in and talk to him about that and give that information out to you guys. And as always, I'm still saving up for that microphone, and then once I get that, I'll be doing some interviews with some of the competitors, so stay on the lookout for that. But other than that, I hope you all have a great holiday. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you have any other video ideas, suggestions, put them in the comments below. And yeah, just subscribe if you want to see some more content. I'm going to continue to try to keep giving you guys information on not only just like bodybuilding and fitness, but also other aspects of health as well. So be on the lookout for that, and I hope you all have a great holiday, and I will see you after my trip. So stay swole. Thank you for watching.